How's it going, YouTube? If you guys see this clip, it means I didn't get around to finishing the ginger clip I've been working on over the last week. Just had a bit of a stomach complaint and sort of laid me up for a day or two. But what I thought I'd do is just give you a bit of a quick update on what's going on down the back here. For you folks who are interested in just a little bit of an update in between the big clips. To begin with, our coffee has gone absolutely gangbusters. I didn't show this in the last clip when I was showing fruiting plants that is, mainly because there's not really a lot to see, but all those little nubs down there are going to turn into coffee berries, and as you can see, just down in there, we have some flowers still to come. And just around here on this branch, I noticed when I was filming for the supporters, Patreon and YouTube supporters, that we already have some beans set from some earlier flowers, and we got some more little flowers in there. Just something I wanted to point out. I was told by YouTube clips, you know, don't believe everything you see on YouTube. The coffee won't flower on old wood. This variety definitely does. We've got some fruit forming down there. And all these branches down here, they flowered last season, are flowering again, and got fruit set on them. I'll give you a bit of a look at a few things under the mango next to it. We have some gorgeous Galangal Flowers. These guys are absolutely spectacular. I actually had some seeds set from these guys last year and I've collected them, haven't planted them out or sowed them out yet. We've got another flower spike over here as well. These flowers, by the way, are edible. I would advise against it if you don't like hot spicy things, not to try it though. I popped 3 or 4 in my mouth last season thinking, yeah, that'd be nice and tasty, and yeah, almost blew my head off. Just a very full-on peppery, spicy flavour to them. Just a few other volunteers I didn't really show in the last volunteer clip. We've got some more red amaranth coming up down here, and we have a dragon fruit, one of a few around the place. This one here will be going out into a more permanent position. It's doing well, Steve, as you can see. A bit of a look at the sunshine chili. We have got some nice fruit set on there. So as you can see here, we've got a little bit of a yellowing on these leaves, and that's what I think is a magnesium deficiency. Now, magnesium is a mobile element. What that means is the plant will pull reserves from leaves further down, while the leaves up the top are still growing on strong, nice and green. If it was an iron, say, deficiency, you would have seen the variegation between the leaves. That's the yellowing on the top leaves, because it's an immobile element, so it just wouldn't have been present in the upper leaves where it would have been present down below. Just a quick little nutrient lesson for you all. The black turmeric is still going strong. The flowers are not looking as spectacular as it was, but it's just due to old age, I suppose. Well, hopefully we might see another fluorescence pop up towards the end of the season. The Aquaponics are starting to feel the effects of the heat. We've had a couple of 37 plus degree days here. Next week I think we've got a 40 degree day coming after a bit of a cool change beforehand. So I've actually started to pull some of the Okinawan spinach out from over there just because of a bit of a pest issue. Down the back here we have some Queensland amaranth. This stuff is only really put out down here as a bit of a chop and drop mulch, mainly because I don't really have a lot of mulch to cover this area down the back here, as you can see by the other weeds that have popped up. A couple of stray tomatoes down there. A bit of an update on the ginger. I was actually around here filming some B-roll. This is new season ginger. This is the finger root, and over here we have a mix of the officinal, a normal ginger that you'd buy in the shops, with some of the pon lai, and we also have some of the finger root or Chinese keys, and we did have some canker here last season. It's only just starting to come out now and sort of being smothered by all these warrigal greens that I showed you in the last clip as well. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. The turmeric's popped up well in here. I've actually taken all the warrigal greens out that were in here. They were smothering the Egyptian walking onions. I did leave a bit of the stem on with a little bit of leaf down there. Hopefully they'll take off. What else? Oh, I suppose the papaya. We did have one ripe fruit on there that was down the other side, but I forgot to get it last Friday, and the bats had a bit of a feast on it over the weekend. They do tend to slow down a little bit here through the cooler months, so we're starting to see a few more flowers and fruit up the top there. And I'm actually going to harvest this one here now. The reason I harvested it is that little blush there. That's only going to be another day or so, and it'll start to attract bats and whatnot. Or those little spots. They're a little bit of a fungus issue you can have with papaya. All you need to do is just put this in water, hot water for a period of time, and it pretty much all kills those guys off. I'll probably actually use this in a bit of a salad. Got a hankering for a bit of a salad, so I'll make up a papaya chopped salad, maybe even pop a little bit in some rice paper rolls. Just over here, I thought I'd give you a bit of a look. The katuk or sweet leaf, it's still going strong. This is one that I think is self-sown from a seed, because I pulled the original plant out unless shot from a little bit of the root. I was basically not watering this bed, trying to kill off the galangal so I could move it, just because we've got patches all around the place. I would not actually kill the rhizome. The rhizome I was going to harvest, but unfortunately we had a little bit of rain and it's all decided to come back, so I really do need to come around here one weekend and just snip into this stuff here, just tidy it up a little bit. I was planning on having a banana wicking bed there, and also maybe another banana wicking bed here, because we've got the two varieties. We've got the blue Java and the Decas that I'd like to put in wicking beds. Yeah, that noise you can hear is the chaps working on the house in the background, C&J Box and Son. Got to give them a bit of a plug. Thanks, folks. Yeah, they've pretty much all got the house up. All the stumps are out, bar two that are just sitting right next to those little Jenga columns, as Bianca calls them. So they'll be coming out later. They've actually just finished digging the ring trench that goes around the outside of the house that has the stumps set in it. It's rather deep, and then they'll be forming some more concrete on top of that. Hopefully that'll be done by this Friday. Fingers crossed, we'll wait and see. And then next week they will start doing the rest of the slab. And yeah, so hopefully we'll have a slab down there by Christmas. Then these guys will have a bit of a break and then come back and hook into the rest of it. So anyway, there you go, a little bit of a roundup on what's going on down here and a bit of a look at what's going on under the house. I do hope you're all well and happy in your own aquaponics and gardens are booming, and I'll catch you later. Cheers, folks.